I've officially completed my second week back in software sales. Getting back in the industry has totally transformed my life for the better. I literally wake up every day and get to do what I love, and I'm just super pumped to be doing that. So I wanted to talk about what's on my mind, what the experience has been like, what I'm learning. And the reason I want to do that is because I know a lot of you are probably also looking to get into software sales. I've been out of the industry for the last 450 days, and once I made the commitment that I will get an account executive job at a great software company, I was able to land a job at a great software company, and I just feel super grateful. I was telling my manager that I'm just so much happier doing the type of work I want to be doing, and it's so much better than what I was doing before. And then I know a lot of you are already in the game as SDRs, BDRs, AEs, looking to get to the next level, maximize your potential, be more successful. These are all things I'm looking for as well. So hopefully my thoughts and ideas today are useful to you in your pursuit of excellence. All right, so 3 ideas for you, and I wrote down my notes, something I was journaling on. I'm going to break down each in depth, but the first one is focus on the work right in front of you. The second idea, the outcome is proportional to our enthusiasm. And then the third idea is my personal 30, 60, 90-day accountability plan that I spent hours on compiling. I just wanted to talk about how I'm thinking about learning, practicing pipeline gen, pipeline health, all of the essential inputs that will directly attribute to the outputs, which is revenue, because that's the only number that matters. Hitting quota, literally the only number that matters. We are a number at the end of the day, and that's the beauty of sales. So beginning with the first idea, that focus on the work right in front of you. What this means to me is I was at a breath work class last weekend, meditating, doing some yoga, and they said, think about your intention. It's the summer solstice. We are officially wrapping up June, about to enter July. And I was thinking, well, what is my intention? I just started the new job. I'm feeling good physically. I'm getting 15 gallons of natural single origin spring water delivered to my door. So I'm pretty dialed in right now with my habits, my routine, and my health, and my mentality, and my focus, drama-free zone in this apartment on the 24th floor, downtown Austin, Texas. And I thought, you know what? Patience. My intention is patience, because I want to promote to an enterprise account executive. I want to see how far I can take this whole enterprise software sales career. I want to see how much of an impact I can make by speaking to my experiences and my learnings with content on YouTube and LinkedIn. And then I thought, Trent, be patient with yourself. You're a new hire. You're a newbie. You're still learning things. And there is no ego. Every opportunity I have to get on a call, every chance I have to speak to you and make a video, every time I get the chance to do a mock role play, make a cold call, it is an opportunity to learn. And by focusing on the work right in front of me, that is what will eventually unlock the next level. I'm not focused on the next level. I am focused on what is right in front of me. In order to be successful in enterprise software, I believe you must be a domain expert. And what that means is you could be the greatest salesman on the entire planet Earth, the smoothest, the best communicator. But if you cannot speak from a place of expertise, if you cannot speak from a place of perspective, if you cannot speak to your customer from a place of, I am working with you, I am your consultant, I understand the market, I understand the trends, I understand best practices, that is why the customers will want to partner with you and ultimately sign those large order forms, because you are the most well-informed person in the room. And the only way you develop this expertise is by focusing on the work right in front of you. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I'll speak to some of the specific activities I'm doing later in the video on my 30, 60, 90-day plan. And I was I was listening to the podcast on the Michael Jordan, The Life biography, and he said a great quote. He said, my skill level matches my level of confidence. I believe belief precedes ability, but in order to show up and say, you know what, I am that guy, I know what I'm talking about, the skill level must match that confidence. If we just have blank, no substance arrogance, then that's not a good place to be in. But when we build the foundation and really know what we're talking about and have that skill, that will then continue to reinforce that confidence so that every meeting you show up to, every call you make, you know what you're talking about. You have real value to offer. And by being so great, they cannot ignore you. You will get recognized. And that is what will ultimately unlock the next level by focusing on the work right in front of you and ultimately being patient with yourself. I don't know all the answers right now. I don't know where I'll be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. I'm patient with myself. I'm patient in the process. And I'm just going to keep showing up each and every day and being enthusiastic to do the work I'm doing, because that's the second point here. The outcome is proportional to our enthusiasm. I believe there will be great results. I feel gratitude that I am doing the type of work I want to be doing. I want to be selling software. I want to be working in technology. And I just cannot believe that I get to wake up. I go to yoga at 6 a.m. every single day. I get to work from home right here. This is my desk. This is my office. A gallon jug of water sitting next to me. And I get to learn about an industry selling to the HR buyer personas that I love, selling for a market-leading company, working fully remote, amazing culture, super talented, competent people all around me, incredible product roadmap. It almost seems like a dream, and that excites me so much. I feel so much passion for what I'm doing. It feels like my truth, like I'm living authentic to who I am and what I was made to be doing. And I have not always had that alignment. Now that I feel that alignment, it has just unlocked so much excitement and desire to maximize my potential and make the most of each moment of every day. Never underestimate my abilities or overestimate the abilities of others. When you get into a new environment like I am, and you got a mock role play coming up, and you put all of these new learnings to the test, and you listen to people around you, you start thinking, wow, they sure know what they're talking about. Do I know what I'm talking about? I do not underestimate my abilities, nor do I overestimate anyone else's abilities. I listen to gong calls an hour a day. And I listen to some of these reps that have been doing this for years, and I think, wow, they really know what they're doing. They are so good. From that, I can learn of them. But that does not make me think any less of myself. I still believe I know what I'm talking about. I still believe that I'm going to show up and be the most well-informed person in the room because I'm constantly working on my skills. The outcome will be proportional to our enthusiasm and how we show up, because how we do anything is how we do everything. The third and final idea I want to talk about today is my 30, 60, 90-day accountability plan. Early on, my manager said, I want you to put together a 30, 60, 90-day plan so that you can ramp up faster and be more successful. And at first I was thinking, wow, is this what it's going to be like? I'm already on a plan. I gotta do all this. And then I first put it together, and he's like, maybe we could get a little bit more creative on this. Like, let's put some more thought into it. And I took that as an opportunity to improve it and be better. And I thought, well, how can I make this more relevant to myself? So I asked myself, how do I learn best? What are the inputs necessary to my success? Well, I need to learn, I need to practice, I need to generate pipeline, and then I need to manage and close that pipeline. So the way I'm thinking about this, to summarize the key activities I am focused on as a newly hired account executive working for a leading enterprise software company 2 weeks in, is under the learning bucket. I will listen to 300 minutes of gong calls a week. That's 5 days times 60 minutes a day, hour. That's 300 minutes. I will read and understand a customer story a day. I will memorize specific industry expertise and best practices. And I've got some other ideas as well, but that's just off the top of my head what I think is really important. Under the practice category, this is actually putting to use this knowledge you're doing. This looks like doing mock role plays, mock demos, what I'm doing. This looks like practicing in the demo environment. I've got about a 4-day streak every single day, and I'm going to get in the demo environment right after this video and start practicing again, because I'm going to do it each and every day, because your skills will start to atrophy as soon as you stop practicing. And I will not allow my ego to get in the way and think I know everything, because I'm going to continuously learn and just do a little bit each and every day. And I'm so excited to see what that manifests. And I've got no expectations around results, but I just know I'm obsessed over the process. I will also, under the pipeline generation category, that's next, This just simply looks like working with my SDR weekly to collaborate on pipeline gen campaigns. This looks like adding prospects to sequence, developing my territory plan, sending emails, making calls, generating the necessary in-quarter pipeline, and setting myself up 3x coverage for the next quarter after ramping so that I can be successful. And then ultimately with pipeline health, this is working and closing deals. I intend to include my manager on all of the major deals. As a matter of fact, any of the deals I think can close, I'm going to include them on so I can increase my odds of winning. I'm going to listen to all of my calls I run. I'm going to make sure my Salesforce hygiene medic is filled out so that I'm putting myself in the best position possible to hit my ramping quota, set myself up for success while continuing to build my foundation so that when I get back on the video a week from now and talk about my third week in software sales, I will have continued to refine my craft and sharpen the saw. And that's all I'm focused on. And today I wanted to talk to you about the 3 big ideas, lessons, learnings, experience from completing my second week in software sales. Focus on the work right in front of me. The outcome is proportional to my enthusiasm, and then my 30, 60, 90-day accountability plan. If you are looking to break into the software sales industry and figure out, well, how do you get sales development, business development, entry-level role? I was out of the game for 450 days, and I was able to land a job in 2 weeks. And I put together an entire course teaching you everything you need to know about what you're doing, how to position yourself and frame yourself despite not coming from a technology background, or better yet, even a sales background. And I've helped people who don't even have bachelor 4-year degrees still break into great companies like ZoomInfo, Oracle, Salesforce. So if you are looking to transform your life by getting into this amazing career like I have, visit the first link in the description below, and I'll see you on the other side and next week for week 3 in software sales.